Hello, everyone. Once again, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let's get started. How's everyone? All right, let's get started. I'm David Witherspoon, the creator and founder of the Ultimate Lean Academy, where we bring health, wealth, and happiness at its highest. Today, we're going to start this teaching. Y'all see, I'm still back at the building. I just had my uh, brother, mother, my brother-in-law, mother, just passed, Anthony Johnson, and Tony and Andre, my nephew, grandmother. We just did the repast here. So I'm here, and we're gonna just do education again. I know the last time we did a lot of stuff. We kind of talked about graduating, trying to learn our gut health, and we're going to do that all over again. We're going to talk about the four elements. The four elements. When we graduate from first to fifth grade, we did last week, we went through first to fifth grade. So now we're going to do sixth to eighth grade. All right, so let's get started, man. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Glad everybody's here. What's everybody doing? How's everybody? How's everybody? Come on, get on the live. Okay, so what's going on this July month? We're doing a lot during July, man. I even got an event going on now. I got David and Bezo. The farmers market did so great. We had our grand opening. They had the grand opening July the 6th last week. They're here doing the meet and greet. If y'all still want to show up, they're still out there, man. They're doing a great job. They had over 60 vendors. We had over 1,000 people that came to visit. It's every Saturday from 9 to 2, y'all. Y'all come out there 9 to 2. I have my stuff out there. Y'all know I do my CMOS. Don't forget to order your CMOS. I got the Lean Health CMOS here. Come on, get y'all sea moss. Y'all know about the sea moss. I got sour sop and different things that's going on. So don't forget to come to the farmers market every Saturday from 9 to 2. It's on Broad Street, right the old Walmart, the Ollie's. So make sure y'all show up there. And don't forget, July the 26th, me and we got a coffee and conversation, July the 26th. 9 a.m. downtown Baker Suite. Y'all know Baker Suite downtown. We're gonna meet there July the 26th at 9 a.m. We're gonna have a coffee and conversation about business, about getting the businesses. We got businesses there. We're doing this leaning your life to live better. So we're trying to create money. So it's health, wealth, and happiness. So we're trying to get health, wealth with this business thing. Me and Fadrika are going to be there July the 26th. Conversation and coffee at Baker Suites at 9, July the 26th. We also going to have monthly meetings here for businesses starting September. The first Friday of every month, we're going to start having business meetings here. We're going to have business social. We're going to network and business networking. So everything is coming down the line, man. We're going to have business training. We're going to have a lot. But today, we didn't talk about that. And don't forget my daughter, a spoonful of beads. She's going to be here every Saturday on 9 to 12 at the farmers market, 9 to 2. Don't forget my daughter, Dana, is doing she got her own brand, a spoonful of beads. And she designed them, she custom design and get them football teams, fraternities, sororities, different things. So let's get started, man. We kind of got a lot going on, man. A lot of people passing away. Um, the Reynolds, her aunt, Daphne Reynolds' aunt, um, passed away. Um, my brother, um, mother passed away, Anthony Johnson, and it's just a time, man. And whoever else, man, going dealing with different stuff. It's a time. And today I want to focus on, we're going to have to really get things down together and really talk about our life, our health, really learn. We need to start writing down. We're going to start going to school. Right now, the past 3 weeks, we're going to educate. We're going to get you to 12th grade because we're going to realize we got a smart brain. We probably went to high school and graduated with our brain. But what we're doing with lean, we're going to graduate our gut health, our gut brain. We now realize we have three different brains. We have three brains, and we need to have all of them graduate. And I'm just going to get us graduated. So today we're going to focus on 6th to 8th grade. The information we I'm going to talk about is going to get you to the 8th grade. You're going to graduate and end up next time we're going to go through high school, and then we're going to graduate through high school. Right now we in middle school. We're going to educate about middle school, about health, about middle school. We're going to go back and just examine what we talking about. What we're talking about, we have three brains. We have a head brain that we all learn and get our education. We have a heart brain that has just as much information and as just as important as our brain, and it has information. And we have a gut brain. This has millions, trillions of neurons in our gut and have a vagus nerve that communicate to our brain. And we found out that our gut brain is so important that we have not studied. It just came out 15, 20 years ago about gut brain, gut health. So I'm on here to educate you on how to understand what is the gut health, why doctors are not using it, and why nutritionists are using it to heal people. And I'm giving you the background of like Dr. Sebi. If you've never heard of him, we got to understand he has a process that it has us on, that we're understanding how his process went about alkaline acidic. So we talked about last week about 1st to 5th grade. We talked about different things. The 5th to 1st grade, we talk about good bacteria and bad bacteria. All right, we got those two. Those are two different things. We have good bacteria and bad bacteria. What is good bacteria? Good bacteria is probiotics. Bad bacteria is mucus. So we gone through the 1st grade. That was 1st grade. We need to know what is that. Good bacteria in our gut is right here. And our gut has 95% of serotonin is built in our gut. 95% of serotonin. What is serotonin? That's the thing that keep us happy, smiling, laughing. So that's in our gut. 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So that's what that fights for us. That's what get rid of diseases that comes in our body. So we don't have a good gut. If we don't have a good gut brain, then we're prone to catch a disease. So I'm trying to get our gut brain to graduate. So last week we talked about good bacteria, the bad bacteria. We talked about what good bacteria loves. It loves alkaline. It loves alkaline food. Alkaline is a number from 7.1 on up. Acidic is 6.9 on down. So what is bad bacteria? That's mucus. What does mucus love to eat? Acidic food. And then we go down. What is acidic food? That's processed white food that is not made from the earth, man-made. That's acidic, man-made. What is alkaline? God-made. That was planted in the earth. That's planted in the ground. If it's planted, then it's probably good. You'll find out all bad food are man-made. All right. So that was 1st through 2nd grade. We talked about also what are two things we need. We need 102 minerals in our body and get rid of mucus. So those are two things that if we really want to take the first step of healing ourselves, we need to stop eating so much food that create mucus, which is acidic food. And we need to eat 102 minerals, which is God made food, and why we have 102 minerals in our body. All right, so we need to get 102 minerals. All right, that's why my famous sea moss. That's why I say, why do I sell sea moss, David? Why do you sell sea moss? Why do you take sea moss every day? Why did Dr. Sebi say sea moss was like God to him? Like this is what Dr. Sebi say saved him, and that this would save everybody. If he had to pick one thing, Dr. Sabi said CMOS was by far number one of the thing that would change us and be able to heal us. So that's why I sell CMOS, because he says two things: get rid of mucus and get 102 minerals. This is him saying 102 minerals. Why do I take CMOS? Because CMOS has 92 out of the 102 minerals that he's saying take. So I need not 102. Well, if I take this in the morning, I'm 90% healed by 92 minerals. There's nothing else that has more minerals than CMOS. So I'm eating food for minerals. I don't know why you eating food. You eating food because you're thinking here and you going with your five senses, your taste. We need to start eating food because we need mucus. I mean, we need 102 minerals and to get rid of the mucus. And to get rid of the mucus. All right. So sea moss, when it's in the sea, it grabs the mucus and grab all the bad stuff out the sea and grab it. So it's at the edge of the ocean. And when it floods the ocean, when it come back, the waves come, it's cleaning the ocean. That's what sea moss does for the ocean. It cleans the ocean. It grabs the bad stuff out of the ocean and holds it in. And it when it flushes out, it takes the bad stuff. So it's cleaning the ocean. Well, sea moss will clean us out. It will clean and take the mucus out of us. If you put this on your arm and if it swell up, it would take the mucus out of your arm. It would take the mucus wherever it's at. So when I eat this, it's taking the mucus wherever the mucus is at. So it's doing two things. It's eliminating my mucus and it's giving me 102 minerals. So that's why sea moss is by far the number one thing to heal people, and that's why I take CMOS. That's why I sell it. I want my people to really get the CMOS to really make sure they're making a world of a change. So, guys, that's a rundown on what we talked about last week. We talked about how we can get our gut brain and graduate our gut brain, because really right now we don't have the information that we need, the true knowledge for our gut. And I'm David, the Giant Slayer, where I'm going to kill this Goliath by learning the truth, and the truth will set us free, will make us free, free from disease, free from everything. Because Dr. Sabi said, if you get 102 minerals and you get rid of the mucus, you will heal yourself. Diseases cannot hang or cannot survive in an alkaline body. If you get your body alkaline, all diseases will die because it can't stay in that humidity. He say, stop worrying about diseases. Just get your body and get enough alkaline in your body where it will destroy. Okay? So that's enough of that. We talked about last week and we graduated. Whoever was here last week, we went to first grade to second, third, fourth, and fifth. All right, so now we in the sixth grade. Now we in the middle school. So now we're gonna just go educate. So get your pen and paper, guys, and we're gonna educate each other. Lean. Let everything advance naturally. Meaning we're gonna have to go back to nature. I got guys on the back of my shirt. That God stand for God using your spirit. I want y'all to continue letting God use your spirit. And now we're gonna let everything advance naturally, meaning we're gonna use nature. What is nature? Nature is the four elements. I'm gonna talk about the four elements. Sixth grade to eighth grade, we're gonna discuss the elements. And we're gonna see how important the elements is to our health. And why do we need our elements? Why we just talked about our gut. That's inside of us. We get that straight. We get that straight. First to fifth grade, we got to learn our gut and know how to get us straight. We need to eat the right food. We need to do the right things inside of our body to get that straight. So now, first to fifth grade, we know alkaline food. We need 80-20. 80% alkaline, 20% acidic. That's my 80-20 rule. If you do the 80-20 rule, you graduated through fifth grade. So you eat 80-20, 80% alkaline food, 20% acidic. You don't need to worry about nothing else. Just live your life like that. If you got 5 items on your plate, 4 of them need to be alkaline, One of them can be acidic. If you got 10 on your plate, 8 of them got to be alkaline, 2 of them can be acidic. Don't make this hard. Don't make it where I don't want to eat this and that. Just make sure you balance your food 80-20. Okay? So that's the key to get fifth grade to take care of you. 80-20 will heal your body. 80% alkaline, 20% acidic. All right, so now 6th to 8th grade is now we then learn how to take care of ourselves with the food and what we eating in our gut. So now we need to learn how to take care of ourselves outside of ourselves. And those are the 4 elements. Those are the things that we need. Those are the 4 elements that is in nature that we need to understand and why they're so important. We jump in and try to take this and that when it's right here. God gave it to us right here. And I'm going to show you all how to use these elements to heal us from all diseases. All right, so I'm going to show you the gut, and we eat up, get our gut, but we now need to understand the 4 elements. And the 4 elements are air, water, earth, and sun, or fire. Air, water, earth, and fire. Okay? So we're going to talk about all 4 of those, and I want y'all to write them down. I want y'all to, so y'all see how important all 4 of these elements are. Because I'm telling you, we're going to have to write down this because we haven't learned this, not all of this, and we're learning this. So they've been tricking us. So I know we haven't learned all of this. So we need to be open to unlearn some of the things that you've already thought that you knew, and then relearn. So I'm going to tell you some stuff about how important air is, and you just need to write it down. It's just going to go to another level. I'm going to show you how important water is. I'm going to show you how important earth is to our gut health, not to whatever, but the truth. So we're going to have to learn over again. All right. So air is so important. We have to realize we have to breathe a certain way to get the air, the oxygen in our body. The proper way of breathing, because if we breathe wrong, we're toxic. We're giving our body toxic. If we breathe in our mouth and out our mouth, that's toxic. That's carbon, that's oxygen and carbon dioxide going in and out at the same place. And it's toxifying us. So we breathing out our mouth, in our mouth, and out our mouth. That's toxifying our body. The proper way of breathing, the proper way of air to get into oxygen, to hemoglobin, to get to all our body parts and all our cells to get oxygen throughout our body to make us run, is the proper way of breathing is in your nose. Your diaphragm needs to open up as you breathe in. Breathe out your mouth. Your diaphragm needs to get smaller, shrink. Okay, so in your nose, count 1, 2, 3, out. That's air. That's oxygen. We need oxygen. If we don't get oxygen in like 2 to 5 minutes, we die. That's letting you know that how important oxygen is, and it gets to our cell. If we're not breathing properly, that means a lot of our body parts is not being oxygenized, don't have oxygen. Being able to take deep breaths. Air. Air is so important. We need that air, proper air, breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Okay, so that's one. Water. Water is important. They say we made out of 80% water, but I won't say just water. I would say fruit water, which is H3O2. We made out of 80% fruit water, not water, not H2O. H2O is just oxygen and just oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, that's all water is. H3O2 is fruit water that has minerals in it. We made out of minerals, not just H2O. There's minerals inside of that water because you can have water without the minerals. and that's sometimes the regular water, what we call purified water. This is just H2O. But if you get spring water, that's the best water we need. So water that you need, either you're gonna put fruit in your water, or you eat your fruit, or eat your water. Eating your water is eating fruits. That's 80%. Some fruits got 90% water, H3O2, and you can eat your water with fruits, or you can put fruits, lemon or whatever in your water, and now it has minerals. So I tell a lot of people to put fruits in their water so it can have minerals in it. Or you get spring water, which is coming off the rocks, and the rocks has the minerals in it. I think you're probably saying, oh, it's coming off rocks and that's gonna make it dirty. No, rocks make it clean. Rocks give you minerals. Rocks has minerals in it. Okay. And that's where they say spring water, because it's coming off the water. It's coming off the rocks. And it's rocks it's giving its minerals. So that's why spring water that has magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium, all in the spring water. And that's electrified. That's electrolytes. Okay, so it has electrolytes. All right, so that's why water is so important. So drink your water. Make sure you put some lime and lemon in it, and be able to drink. You should be able to drink at least 50 to 60 ounces of water a day. Fruit water or whatever. 50 to 60 ounces a day to hydrate you. Okay? So if you really want to get hydrated quick and you feel dehydrated, get you a pinch of sea salt, put it on your tongue, then drink the water, because the salt will open up your cells to allow the water to go in. You ever salt, wherever salt is, water follows it. So if you put salt on your tongue and you want to get hydrated, you drink this water and it'll open up all your cells and you'll get hydrated quicker, because the salt will automatically open up your cells. That will get your ATP pump up. It takes 3 sodium to 2 potassium. So the sodium comes out and opens up and allow the potassium to go in. Okay, so water is so important. We need water. So make sure you get that water. Make sure you breathe right. So we got 2 things that's basic. We don't have to pay for none of this. I'm a nutritionist. I'm showing you how we can just do this thing by educating ourselves, getting an education. I'm showing you how to get out of 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Okay? So learning these 2, air, how to breathe, how to drink water with either this or Himalayan salt or fruit water or spring water. Spring water is number 1. Go to Bishopville, they got a stream that free water. Go there and get you some water. My mother go by there and get buckets and buckets and jugs of water, and she drink that water faithfully. So just be able to do that, man. I'm just here, man. I'm just here educating everybody, man. I know it's kind of, we not got the music and not playing, but man, it's life or death, man. I'm just that David that's trying to kill these Goliath, man. This health Goliath that is attacking our people. I'm tired of having repasses. People calling me, telling me about repassing, and knowing that they've been on dialysis. People calling me repasses because knowing that they had cancer. And Dr. Sabi, said that he healed 80 people, 10 people with heart disease, 10 people who had cancer. He got sued by the government, by the federal government, and they sued him. And the judges took his power. He wasn't a real doctor, so they told him he could not practice, and he beat the case. He won the case and told him that he could practice. They told him they can't stop him from practicing. because of what he proved that was right. That if you get your body alkaline, that you're going to get rid of all cancer. He didn't have to attack AIDS. He didn't have to attack diabetes. He didn't have to attack cancer. He just made your body alkaline. He said, bring any disease here, I'll solve it by one. God, just like God said, there's only one God and there's only one devil. And that devil is mucus. And that God is alkaline, high vibration. If you want to heal yourself, get closer to God. If you want to heal yourself, eat what God made. If you want to get closer to healing yourself, do what God say. Eat what Jesus would eat. Do what Jesus would do. And I'm just saying this, man, because it's all within our mind and thinking with our gut. We want to think with this and food tastes good this way with our five senses, but our gut is saying if you eat minerals, you will be healed. Simple as that. And it's 80-20, so you don't have to be perfect. Like I eat out. I went to Virginia. I had a good time. We ain't got to make this hard. I eat at Waffle House. I eat at, but 80-20. I only eat 2 times a day, and I only eat one meat a day. The rest of at night, I eat grapes and nuts. I only eat one meal a day, and grapes and nuts all night. If y'all want to call that a snack, I call it a snack, but I get nuts. I get my protein with the nuts, and I get my grapes, which is, we call that sugar, but fruits are fructose. It's not glucose. It's sugar, but it's fructose. That means it's cellular infusion. That means the sugar will infuse into your cell automatically. It won't need your pancreas. It won't need insulin to open up your cells. Glucose, sugar, the regular sugar, and white food, when you eat that, you need your insulin to open up your cells to tear it open. So this is why people catch diabetes, because now you need insulin every time you eat glucose, and now you need insulin. Every time you eat, you need insulin. So now your insulin, you then ran out of insulin. So now you got it, the sugar can't now go in your cells. So now you got all the sugar in your bloodstream because you ain't got all no more insulin because you didn't use it all up. So now you need shots to do insulin shots because now you need more insulin because you didn't eat so much glucose and it's still in your bloodstream. So now your sugar is up. If you eat fruits, your sugar may go up, spike up a little bit, but it cell infused into your cell automatically. It don't need your insulin to open it up. So fruit is your best friend. 80% of our diet should be fruit. You can't be in the middle of a diabetes and then try to get off diabetes and then say, I'm gonna eat all type of fruit. No, you can get off diabetes off a fruit diet, but you're gonna have to get the low glycemic index number, which is cherry, apples, and all these small. You can't eat watermelons, but every day if I don't have diabetes, I can eat 80% fruits, any fruits. So fruit is your best friend. If you want to say what's the best item to eat, fruits by far. Vegetables second, a distant second. It's not even close to fruits. Vegetables sometimes could be bad. Vegetable has glucose. Vegetable is good, but it has glucose. So if you have diabetes, that's why sometimes you can't get off diabetes because you're eating vegetables. If you really want to get off diabetes, get on a low fruit index diet, glycemic index diet, all fruit. Do it for 2 weeks. Watch your sugar and watch your A1C number go down. I got a lot of people that getting their A1C number down. Ada Coben, she was up to 16% A1C. Now it's down to 6. Now they tell her she's pre-diabetic. It's just a number, y'all. In the seventh grade, you want to graduate 6th and 7th grade, now middle school. Disease is just a number. It's no such thing as disease. This is 7th grade education. It's called dis-ease. It's just a dis-ease in your body. The number's up. When you get that number down, you don't have that dis-ease anymore. It'll run at ease. If your high blood pressure, that means it's a disease in your body because your body ain't running at ease. It's running at dis-ease. With ease, it's 120 over 80, your blood pressure. If you check your blood pressure, it's 120 over 80. It's very 99% of the time you can't have a disease with a regular blood pressure. Usually when you have a disease, you have high blood pressure. You have high blood pressure before you had diabetes. You had high blood pressure before you had cancer. You had high blood pressure before you had a heart disease. You had high blood pressure. It's showing you before. God gave you two indicators: high blood pressure and a fever. Fever meaning you got something wrong with your body. High blood pressure letting you know it's something wrong with your body. It don't mean it's a disease. It's meaning it's just at disease. Dis-ease. So we got to learn this, guys. There's no such thing as disease. It's just your blood pressure run at a high number because it's showing you something is running at disease. You either have a deficient in minerals, which God tell you to eat 102. When you have a disease, it's just a deficient in the minerals you haven't ate, or you ate too much mucus and you got too much bad bacteria compared to your good bacteria. A good How you can indicate if you got a good gut, if you take your body fat, your V fat right here in your stomach, it has to be under 30% body fat percent. If it's over 30%, that means you have a potential of you have more bad bacteria than your good bacteria. And you have a prone that your immune system is weak and you can catch a disease because you have a weak immune system. You don't catch a disease with a strong immune system. You catch a disease when your immune system is being outbeat by the bad bacteria. If you have a strong immune system, you can fight cold, you can fight cancer, you can fight anything. But if you got a weak immune system, anything can take over your body. So let's don't give the devil the power. It all in God. If you get our immune system right, you got it. It all with us. So don't give the devil no credit. There's no such thing as disease. There's no such thing as devil. It's just us fighting against ourselves, not understanding that acid food is the devil, if you want to call a devil. Too much acid food is the devil. Alkaline is God. So you spend 80% of the time eating God food. You can do 20% eating acid. Our stomach is acid, so you can eat acid. Okay? So just learn that. So we just educating guys. So air, water, H3O2, fruit water. All right. Next thing, earth. Earth. The earth has 102 minerals. The earth has 102 minerals. So when the fruits and vegetables, the roots go down into the earth and get all the minerals out of the earth. This is what fruits and vegetables. That's why you eat fruits and vegetables, and he show you why. It's because of the earth. When you plant a fruit and vegetable, the earth has 102 minerals. Guess what the earth and the roots do? The roots get all the minerals, the 102 minerals, and put it in the fruits and vegetables. And then the sunlight hit it and give us ultra ray that give us chlorophyll that also heals us up and give us D3. And when we eat it, we get D3 and all the minerals and all 102 minerals and all the ultra ray and chlorophyll, what God for the sun to give power to the fruits and vegetables to plenish our body, to heal our body. But we don't want to eat fruits and vegetables, what God made for us. The earth has 102 minerals. Grounding. Why we need the earth? That's the negative charge. The sun is the positive charge. We need to ground ourselves. If we don't take our shoes off at least one day a week, I do it every day now for 30 minutes. I got to go in the grass. I go in my backyard. I ground. My wife think I'm crazy. I put my feet on the ground. The ground, the earth has electrons, free radicals, are missing an electron. That's why all we got our body being torn up, because we got free radicals running around our whole body and tearing up our whole body. Free radicals. That's missing an electron. That's all a free radical is. It's a normal cell, but it's missing an electron. So we got a bunch of free radicals in our body. Guess what can just put the electron back to that free radicals? The earth. That's why I call Mother Earth. It will take care of you. You hug a tree, it got electrons on it, and it will give you the electrons. And guess what? Your feet has it face your whole body on it. So when you touch the ground, the electrons go through your feet, and if you miss an electron in your heart, it'll put all the electrons where your heart is having problem at, and put the electrons in your heart because it knows it by looking at your feet. Your feet, you have your feet has your heart on it. Your feet is your eyes. It know where your eyes at. Your feet is the top of your toes. I mean, your eyes is the top of your toes. It's all of that, guys. So when you ground, the ground is giving us electrons and healing us. And healing us and lowering our blood pressure. If you do grounding for 30 minutes, your blood pressure go lower. You'll heal yourself. The mucus will go, because mucus ain't up a elect on free radicals and all that stuff. And the electrons give us alkaline grounding. That's just showing you it heals you automatically, because there's no disease. You just need to get rid of the mucus and get rid of the free radicals, which is missing electron. And what has trillions and trillions and trillions of electrons? The earth. Why you don't get a trillions and trillions of electrons from the earth? Because you're wearing shoes. The soul of your shoes is stealing your soul. So let's replace the sole of our shoes and then get the soul of God on, which is earth, and let it touch. I'm buying me some grounding shoes that it has copper. Why do you think copper is so important? Copper in the ground is connected. That's why copper, if you put copper on your plants and all that stuff and put it on the ground, it'll go through the ground and heal the fruits. You'll have copper, and you put a copper wiring and you put it on the ground next to a plant, that plant will grow big. When you put a copper on a person, which we ain't up a plants, when we put ourselves on the ground, this ain't never gonna make us better. It's not gonna make us like a big fruit. The difference from a bad fruit and a good fruit is proper grounding, proper sunlight, and proper water, and proper air. The same thing, a proper to get a good fruit, a good vessel, is proper air, proper grounding, proper sunlight, and proper water. That's all we need, just like the fruits and vegetables. That's all we are. We the same. The fruits and vegetables got 102 minerals. We are made out of 102 minerals. So that's grounding. Mother Earth. Mother Earth. That's so important, guys. We got to understand. We got to go back to school. Let everything advance naturally. We're going back to nature. We're going to show you how Earth is. We're going to have to relearn, man. We're going to have to relearn. Who's going to be able to go out in the grass and be the first one to take their shoes off? I noticed that's a very hard thing for people to do. We just think that's backwards. We thinking, how in the world the earth going to take care of me? The same way how in the world mama can take care of a child. That's Mother Earth. There's so much love from that earth. There's so much love from a mother that she can heal you just by her touch. A mother can get by a sick child, and she can touch that child, and that child can be healed. So what do you think the earth can do to us if we just touch it? If the earth just touch us and we just love the earth, we just fall in love with the earth, don't you know how much healing you'll get? If you just meditate and just take all the stress out of you and let this earth take care of you, you don't know what power you're missing. And this is our gut health. This is the gut brain, not this brain, because this brain gonna think, well, the earth ain't up at the earth. The earth got bad stuff in it. I don't want my feet dirty. What if the ants? What if it's caterpillar? Man, we worrying about the wrong thing. We worrying about the wrong thing. The earth is your friend. The earth is your mother. That's almost like you ain't want to be around your mother, cause she, whatever she do, cause she ain't perfect. If your mother drank, that like you, I don't want to be around my mother cause she drank. Well, I don't want to be around, on the earth because it got caterpillars on it. Well, I don't want to be around my mama because she go to church too much. I don't want to go around my mama because she, I don't know, whatever excuse y'all have to not want to be with your mother, to not want to be with Mother Earth. It's the same thing. Let Mother Earth take care of you. Ground. I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I'm bringing people right now. If you want to know the gut health, you want to follow the doctors where they You're back here? Okay. Thought something. What's up, everybody? What's up, Eartha? What's up, man? We just teaching, man. I'm just going through the thing, man. We're going to get some education, man. Let's just write this down and be able to educate our kids, man. I want to be able to have this for generational. Because this thing that I'm talking about, you're not going to hear this in high school. You're not going to hear this in college. You're not going to hear this from a doctor. You're not going to hear this in a public. The things I'm talking about, man, this is coming from Dr. Sabi. This man here, he died. He somehow died in prison under the care of the people. And when he been healing people, he was telling us that there's no such thing as the disease. He was saying that he can heal anybody, no matter what disease you got, because it's only one disease, and it's the mucus. And if you get your body alkaline, you can do it. So I'm just going forward with what he's saying, and I want to talk to my people. I want to educate my people so we can go on there. I want y'all to do researching. I want y'all to do the same thing I'm doing. I just went down a rabbit hole and I can't get out because it's going to heal my people. I'm just that boy David that want to kill these Goliath. I ain't afraid of these Goliath. I don't need no armor. I don't need to fight them with nothing. I already got it. I got the sea moss. I got the word. God say there's only one. And now just teach the people. Get 102 minerals, sea moss, 92, and get rid of the mucus. Which sea moss will get rid of the mucus. And then let's eat right. And let's let Mother Earth, these 4 elements I'm talking about, can heal you. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I'm just doing the sea moss because it ain't here. But the rest of the stuff, it's nature. You go to the doctor, they want $2,000, and the only reason why they don't care about you because the government is feeding them. You only got this. They charge you $5,000. You only have to pay $80 because what? The government, our taxes, the insurance, taking care of it. So they don't even worry about your money. They getting the money from the government. So when we take all these expensive pills and trying to heal ourselves when we ain't healing, they're saying you're gonna take it for the rest of your life. And if you catch cancer, you may catch it again. You take chemo, it just cleaning you out, and they ain't doing nothing. They doing basic, and they doing stuff that just any practitioner just want to do, and they ain't healing nobody. I want to heal my people. The healing is within knowing the truth. The healing is our gut brain. Let's educate our gut brain. Last week we went to the 5th grade. Now we're going to the 8th grade and going to graduate from the 8th grade. We're going to high school next week. All right, so let's continue on. The earth is your mother. The mother gonna take care of you. All right, so we're gonna let mother take care of us, like our mother always take care of us. Mother know what's right. Mother ain't gonna never stir us wrong. The mother, we came from our mother. We came from the earth. The thing is the same. We came from the earth. That's our mother. That's who we made out of. The mother gonna take out care of the people, the thing that we made out of. So put your feet back on the earth and meditate on the word. That's who you made out of. Be part of the earth. Go out in nature. If you go out in nature, don't you know your environment, everything in you, you'll get serotonin, you'll get dopamine, that your depression will go away just by going to nature, by looking at trees, getting the oxygen from the trees. The trees need what you need, and you need what the trees need. You breathing oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Guess what the trees need? Carbon dioxide, and it breathe out oxygen. And then you breathe in oxygen and you breathe out carbon dioxide, and the trees breathe in the carbon dioxide and breathe out not oxygen, and we interchange with each other. God said, well, He made this for us. Not only the trees breathe for us and give us oxygen, the trees give us fruits and vegetables so we can eat too. So it's helping us breathe, it's helping us with the food we eat, and it's grounding and taking all the minerals from out of the ground. And we're afraid the ground so it won't give us minerals and electrons so it can heal us. If you take a tree out of the earth and take it out of its roots and take the roots out of the ground, it dies. It dies. I don't care how much water you give it. I don't care how much sunlight you give it. It's gonna die if it's not rooted. When the last time we've been rooted to the earth? We made out of the earth, y'all. When the last time we've been rooted? When the last time we ground? When the last time we meditated and stand like a tree, sit like a tree, planted by the water, and bringing out all good fruits? Because you grounded and you got 102 minerals, just like a tree. What fruit are you bearing? I want to bear good fruits. How you can tell? By your actions. Are you bearing good fruit? Are your action showing goodness? I'm trying to learn this thing on a systematic way of, if I'm going to bear good fruit, I got to have good actions. That's the only way you can bear good fruit. If your action is bad, then guess what type of fruit you're going to do? Tree is just what the fruit it is. If you're a bad tree, you're going to give out bad apples. If you give out bad actions, you're going to give out bad apples. There ain't nothing else going to come out of that. An apple is an apple tree. But if you want to be a good tree is a good fruit. A bad tree gives bad fruits. I'm grounding myself so I can give out action of goodness. I want to breathe this oxygen. I want to drink the water so I can heal myself and grow. I want to ground myself. And the last thing, guys, is the sun. Air, water, earth, and sun. Your four elements. The four elements you need in life after you get your gut right, after you eat 102 minerals, after you get all the mucus out of your body. Now the four elements is breathe right, drink the water, H3O2, fruit water, get earth, get grounded, get in the ground, plant your feet down in the ground for 30 minutes a day, hug a tree. Get those electrons so it can get rid of the free radicals. Hug a tree so it can get the mucus out of your body. The earth will get the mucus out of your body. The earth will lower your blood pressure. Go outside earth for 5 days and watch how lower your blood pressure go. You might have to stop going outside because your blood pressure gonna go lower and ain't used to it. So if you got high blood pressure, go out and touch your feet on the ground for 5 days and watch how your blood pressure go. You ain't got to do nothing else. Go out there and go on the ground for 30 minutes for 5 days and you check your blood pressure. Go to the doctor 5 days later and watch. He say, what y'all did. Watch. Watch how mother take care of you. We've been so distant from them. We don't know what the Mother Earth will do, but go out there with a good heart. Don't go out there stressed out. Go out there and connect to the earth. Go out there and just be with Mother. You ain't stressed out with Mother when you in real life. You better not argue with Mama. When you be with Mama, Mama bring peace. Mama bring love. So let's make that earth our love. I'm just telling you the basic. The last thing is the son. That's the father. Y'all know what it is when you have a good father, man. You got everything when you got a good father. Mother's gonna always be there. But when you got a good father, when you got the sun shining on you, man, you got everything. When you got a mother and a father, that's the positive charge and the negative charge. You're a battery. We're electrolytes. Remember electrolytes? That's electricity. We're just a battery. That's all we is. We run out. We're 16-hour battery. 16-hour battery. You wake up, 16 hours, go right back to sleep after 16 hours. Get back up, 16 hours, go back to sleep. Get on your charge. Get back up, charge. What do you think charging you? The sun? If the sun didn't come up, you couldn't come up. The sun charging you. Then make the go to sleep. Sun charge you again. Then you go back to sleep. Sun charge you again. Then you go back to sleep. The sun is so important, guys. Let me show you what the sun does, man. Y'all just think the sun is just D3. What people think it does. Oh, you get vitamin D. You get vitamin D. Okay, what is that? Sun is good for you. Do you really, really know how good the sun is? Do you really, really? I'm learning this thing like just like a father is to you. And if you had a father in your life, that son is the same thing. There's no limit to what a father can do in your life. There's no limit. You can't even say what a father does. Okay, so the sun does the same thing. What does the sun does? Sun give you dopamine. That's happiness. Sun give you serotonin. That's more happiness. The sun gives out melatonin. That's to make you go to sleep. It's a circadian clock. The sun give you energy and it make you go to sleep. When the sun comes out, it's building melatonin. When the sun come out, it's building melatonin. When the sun go down, that's when the melatonin in your body releases. Okay? And then when the sun come up, that's when you release serotonin so you can wake up. When you sleep, you're making serotonin. Then when the sun come up, the serotonin come out and now you wake. Then when you wake, you're making more melatonin. And then when the sun go down, the melatonin release and make you drowsy and you go to sleep. Then in nighttime, while you night, melatonin is making the serotonin. And then when the sun come up, the serotonin come out and now you wake again. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. So you need that sunlight. The more sunlight you get, the more good sleep you get. That means when you in the sun, that more melatonin. That means the more melatonin you make, that means you're gonna go to good night's sleep. But if you ain't been out in the sun, you ain't gonna get a good night's sleep because you ain't got no melatonin. A man that works is a man that will have a good night's sleep. A man that don't work will worry himself to sleep. Why? Because he ain't got no sunlight. He ain't been out there working. Why do you need sleep if you ain't did nothing? God punished the wicked. God punished the lazy. God punished the gluttony, all the 7 sins. God punished those people. But he rewards the one that's going out there in the sunlight because that's more melatonin. You're going to get a good night's sleep. What else does the sun does? The sun is an antioxidant. That means that just like how the tree is an antioxidant and the mother is an antioxidant that gives electrolytes, the sun also get rid of free radicals, antioxidation. ATP, that's your energy pump. From each cell got an ATP pump that gives you energy. The sunlight will give you energy. Sunlight gives you the most energy. Nitric oxide, that's heal your body. Nitric oxide is like the beats. That's oxidize your body. That give you, and that's tear everything up that's bad. It does so much wonders. You got all of these things that the sunlight does, man. All of these things that the sunlight does. And I'm gonna also give you a tip. If you really want to go out there in that sun and look at the Father, sometimes the Son is just like the Father. If you got a good Father and you afraid of him, you kind of afraid to look at your Father face to face. You kind of put your head down because you know he got superior over you, and you kind of feel humiliated or something around your Father. So you got a head down. That's what we do with our Father too, because we don't look at our Father eye to eye. We don't look at our Father eye to eye. We shame our Father. We sometimes like put our head down. David, what are you talking about? I'm talking about looking at your Father eye to eye, looking at that sun glazing. Look at that sun eye to eye. Don't be afraid of that sun. Don't put your head down. I not only ground my feet when I'm in the daytime, I ground my feet and then I look at the sun for 10 minutes straight. 10 minutes straight. I look at it eye to eye. Water coming down my eye, everything. And I'm meditating and looking at the sun eye to eye because it's opening up my pineal glands, going through the back of my eye, and it's opening me up. Let me give you the magical of sun glazing. Magic of sun glazing. Since y'all thinking all this is fictitious and David's looking at the sun. Yeah, I'm telling you everything that you're gonna have to relearn, unlearn, all that stuff. Taking your feet off, y'all thought that was foreign. All the stuff what you thought was true and what you thought was good was bad, and what you thought was bad is good. All of it is flipped around. Everything is flipped around. They tell us not to look at the sun. I'm now realizing this, looking at the sun, you just got to kind of watch yourself. Don't, you got to take time. I've been doing this for a year. Now I can look at it for 10 minutes. I started off just looking at it for 10 seconds. Looking at it, my eyes start watering, I put my head down and try doing it again. And sometimes you can use a cloud and all the stuff. Sometimes it will hurt, but it will not destroy you. It will not do anything wrong with you. It will not. I stare at that sun, okay? Let me give you the benefits of what sun glazing does. We only use 5 to 10% of our brains. And the reason why is because we don't open up our pineal gland. Our pineal gland is in our brain. The reason why it's not open is because we don't glaze at the sun long enough for it to open. If you look at that sun for a period of time, it will open up our pineal gland and it will open up our brains and utilize the rest of our brains. And then information will come in our brain regardless if we learn it in school or not. It will come through the sun. The sun is information. And if you stare, it would come through your eyes and open up the pineal gland. Okay? That's a father. Just like a father would teach you how to do stuff. It's a different way how a mother teaches than a father teaches. A father it may hurt a little bit. Looking at that sun, it may hurt a little bit. The sun is discipline. You got to know how to look at it. You got to have respect and looking at that sun. The same way you have to do with the father. You got to have respect. The father got that tough love, but it loves you. That sun hot, but it loves you. That father mean, but he loves you, and you better listen to him because he's gonna teach you the right way. That sun gonna give you that knowledge to show you the right way. Just be able to take that sun, take that beating, and then be able to learn how to use that sun, which is one of the 4 elements, which is fire. Okay, so what is the benefit of the sun glazing? If I just look at the sun for a while, okay, number one, increase energy. Number two, mood enhancement. It changes your mood. If you're depressed, that sun will make you happy. Three, reduce hunger. That sun has information and it has chlorophyll. Don't you know people used to live without eating food? Don't you know people live without eating food? It only need the sunlight. Don't you know the plants don't eat food? It just needs sunlight, and the sun makes its own food from the plants. Don't you know the sun can do the same thing? It can give us D3 and give us minerals and give us enough food that our body can generate food for us from the sun. That's why the sun can make you less hungry because it's making you feel with minerals. When I do this sea moss, 92 minerals, I don't be hungry. I don't eat until 4 o'clock. I do my sea moss and I do black coffee. I do mushroom coffee. And that I don't eat till 4 or 5 o'clock. I eat a meal and then I eat again when I get home, and I eat grapes and pecans or almonds. And I do that every day on the weekdays. Okay. All right. What else it does? And improve mental clarity. That sun will open up your pineal gland and give you clarity. It will open up your eyes. It will open up your third eye. Not these eyes. Third eye is behind these two eyes. Okay. Enhance vision. Huh? Staring at the sun will what? Help your vision. Oh, I thought the sun would blind you. Just like everything else they told us what would do to us, and ain't nothing. All they say was negative is positive. When y'all understand when they talking about 666, that's 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. That's what people melanated made out of. That we made out of 6 electrons, 6 protons, and neutrons. 666, but we don't know what that is. Is that the devil? Are they calling us the devil? I don't know. Because that's what we made out of. And are we the devils? When Ham got punished on being black, is that considered evil? I don't know. They've been teaching us that, but now knowing that black is being blessed and other colors is probably cursed, and we don't know. So we got to relearn and learn this whole thing. So let's get this sunlight and let's open up our pineal gland and realize the sun enhance our vision. It detoxified us. It's a detoxification. It cleans us out. It gets all the sun, just like we have our body on our feet, we have our body on our face. So when the sun hit our face and it hits here and hit here, these right here is our kidneys. This is our forehead and this is our lungs. It got every part of our body is on our face. So when the sun hits it, it can detoxify and clean and clear every parts of our body by the sunlight hitting our body parts on our face and a heal where it's at on our body. So the sun is so powerful. 7, stress release, stress reduction. 8, better sleep. And 9, spiritual connection. Open up your third eye and you'll be able to meditate. You'll be able to see things better. You'll be able to do things better. Guys, those are the 4 elements. If we get connected to those, if we get our gut health right and we work on our gut, 1st through 5th grade, guys, that we go through 6th to 8th grade by learning our 4 elements. We graduated through middle school just now by understanding our 4 elements. And we take care of our 4 elements. This is our graduation from middle school, and we go to high school. Next week, we'll go through high school to 9th to 12th grade, and we'll graduate out of high school. Next week, I'll talk about some stuff. But 6th to 8th grade is the 4 elements that we need in our life, that if we take heed to these 4 elements, we'll heal ourselves. The four elements are, once again, we're going to get off four elements. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Air. Deep breathing. Practice that one time a day for 5 minutes. Deep breathing. Air. Water. Make sure we get minerals in our water, not just water, not just H2O. Either fruit water, either eat your water, fruits, or put water in your, to put fruits in your water, or spring water, where the rocks has got the minerals in, with electrolyte. Earth, water, that's two. Air, earth, water, then earth. Make sure you ground. Just ground. I'm getting some grounding shoes. I'm gonna show you, so since if y'all scared to put y'all feet on the ground, we got some grounding shoes that got copper that connects the ground to you, and it will connect you to the ground because you got copper. So I got copper at the bottom of the shoes, and that's the earth. And the sun, and the sun is the Father. Let it hit you, and let the sun come to you. Let the D3 take care of your body. D3 is the most powerful thing it is. D3 can fight off anything. When people had the Black Plague, the reason how they found out what the cure of Black Plague was is that so many people was dying, and they had in their camp. They had a camp, and people was dying inside the camp. There's so many people there. They start having people outside of the camp and taking care of the people outside the camp because there was just so many people inside the tent. So they start having patients outside the tent, outside. Don't you know 80% of the people outside of the tent survived and all the people died inside? And they were saying, are y'all using different medicine? They say, no, we just got them outside. And they realized how powerful the sun was, that the D3 was healing them from Black Plague. So now then they took all the tent away, and then let everybody, they start working on them outside. 80 to 90% of the people survived because they just had sunlight. Guys, I'm finished all of this. I just want to let you know that God has put everything on earth of all what we need. We just need the knowledge to learn our gut, and we need to know how important the four elements is. The four elements is just God's presence. Some of the elements we can't see, and some of the God things that we can't see don't mean it's not there. So let's learn how to utilize what we can see. And when we can't see that much, it's very hard. All right, so ultra light, that's all we need. That ultra light, that's sunlight. Guys, I just want to get on here. Let's be bold. As I say, let's be bold, and let's continue fighting, and let's fight this fight. Let's heal each other, and together we can, together we will. And don't forget, God is love. And that's the last one, love. That's the last element. When you learn to love yourself, when you learn to love others, you will heal yourself. When you learn to love yourself and you learn to love others, that's the healing. That's the last healing. So let's love on each other. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace.